Hiya, we're in York today. Hopefully I've got the camera turned on. But basically, yeah, we're going to attempt to just fly up the river a little bit. I want to try out some cinematic settings, so I just want to go in. We've got to do a compass calibration, but I just want to go in and do some settings. I got the hat cam again, so I don't know exactly how good the view is for you, but hopefully it's good. It's a shame it seems to be a bit sort of cloudy today. It's going in and out of sun, but what we're going to try and do is find the gimbal settings here, and basically I want to do some settings for the camera. Right, so cine smooth, so I want it when I'm in cine smooth mode. Okay, right, let's just see what we've got here. So let's just check. I want to check against what I had on my screen. I have the settings, hopefully. So I've got pitch speed of 10, that's what we want, and we want pitch smoothness up to maximum 30, and yaw speed should be 5. So we want to bring that down to 5 degrees, and the smoothness should be at 80. So you can see the settings are quite different from what, well, in fact the smoothness is not corresponding to what I've got on my screen setting. So I think basically what we want it to be is, if 30, we want it to be almost like, I don't know, let's make it 20 then. It's basically, if it was out of 100 before, we need to make it out of 30 now. So I think we want to, let me just look at my, I think that maybe put it down to about 25. Let's get it to 25. That looks like a good amount. Oh, actually no, 20, sorry, 20. No, 20's too far. I'm just trying to compare with my picture, but yeah, I think, let's try 23. That looks similar, but yeah, they must have changed in the firmware, the settings. So basically we're all good apart from that, and that's all good, so that's all set. So basically now we need to do a compass calibration, and what I was trying to do there was just get it looking nice for the settings, because I find even in cine smooth, so yeah, I just want to rotate the aircraft, even in cine smooth I'm finding, hang on, try and do this one-handed, so you got to kind of walk around yourself. Right, that's good. Calibration successful. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I've got trees around me, so hopefully I'm all good. I'm going to set the recording. 4K 30 should be all set. Start the recording, and then what I want to do is, I should be okay to do auto. I've got to wait for some people to walk by. But yeah, then I'm ready to do it. Hopefully then I'm in good nick. Right, okay, so right, I just want to be careful with Emily there because they're going a bit close. Okay, right, so I'm going to stay back from people for the minute, and then when we've got a clear moment we'll go forward. So yeah, we'll go forward when we've got a clear moment. Just want to try and avoid people if we can, get out over the river. Okay, so anyway, I'm not in the authorization zone, by the way. So yeah, so I'm over the river, right, and I just want to go up and turn around. I'm not in cine mode yet, so to park across the river. Showing that we've got very, it's a very cloudy, on and off sunny day, so yeah, so I just want to moving the camera across. So I'm yawing. What you can see is that I'm yawing quite a bit. It's interesting, it's not, it just didn't look like it was moving then, but basically the difference here is, look how it yaws round. It's kind of like swinging round, look. That's, that's too jerky, we don't want that. So what I've done now is, I've basically customized the cine mode, so hopefully, right, so if we're going to cine mode, it should now be quite slow. As you can see, look, very, very slow, and I think it's a lot slower than what it was before we did our settings. So yeah, it's looking good basically, and the gimbal pitch should be very smooth. Yeah, we're getting very good smooth sort of like movements, and this is what will give you your cinematic footage really. So you know, it's looking good. I think, you know, we won't overfly the bridge, but we can probably go a bit closer because we're on a Mavic Mini, so we can sort of move it. What it's done is it's made the movements of the drone so much more cinematic, if you like. You know, the turning of it, everything is very cinematic. So yeah, look, there's the bridge. If we're just even turning to the left, and it is a little bit windy today, so that's not probably going to help. But we should be moving very, very smoothly. So if I pick the camera up, there's York Minster there. So that's one of the big sort of tourist attractions of the area. We're in Doncaster where we live, and York's only sort of like 25 minutes on the train, so it's pretty cool having it nearby. But as you can see, look, smoothly moving around, and you know, I'm staying over the river because I don't want to get too close to people. But yeah, it's moving very, very slowly, isn't it? And of course, if you know, the good thing about the Mini 2 is you can kind of customize more. You can customize individual set modes. So cine mode, you know, normal mode and sport mode, you can change. So you can see it's windy because it's tilted. The horizon's tilted. I think that's the wind that's causing that. But yeah, just giving you a panorama around. It's a shame because it keeps going sunny and then cloudy again very quickly. So, you know, it's almost like you can't get up in the air before it basically is wrong. So yeah, that boat basically down there looks like a cool little target, doesn't it, to kind of follow. So yeah, we're coming along the river now, hopefully down towards the boat. But you can see the movements are quite cinematic now. Although the wind is definitely, you know, it's definitely tilting that drone, which is, you know, it's a shame. But basically, yeah, you know, we're probably not going to catch up with that boat. But as you can see, it's made the movements a lot smoother, normally quite jerky, even in cinema mode. And that was the thing, I kind of wanted some nice cinematic shots. I never managed to get them. And, you know, it's because they're just not, it's just not out of the box set up to be very cinematic, because I think you know, people will be thinking, oh, it's very slow, and it is slow, but it's actually like, I think this would be ultra slow for people out of the box. They would kind of think, oh, why is it so slow? But actually this is the kind of movement that you want when you want you know, cinematic shots. So you know, it is. I had a bit of breakup in the FPV there, but that's probably more due to the signal than anything else. But yeah, let's see if we can go up a bit higher in a second and just see if we get a better view of York from this distance. So let's go up. I mean, is it moving up? It's moving up slowly as well. I'm not sure if I changed not sure if the settings I changed affected that, but yeah, it's very nice. It's very smooth, and if we just had a nice sunny day, which unfortunately we never seem to get, I'll just drop the gimbal down a bit actually to have a look at. Actually, yeah. I'm thinking it was on the other side. I was playing with the DJI FPV drone the other day, and that's confused me which side the gimbal's on. But yeah, basically, look, nice park there. Not sure what it's called, but it looks very nice. And there's like the kind of main York town. So if I go up, drop the camera down as we go up, I'd say that moves quite fast for me. I'd like to sort of go up and kind of tilt the camera a bit slower, but I think you could probably adjust the settings to deal with that. But yeah, definitely looking good. Like a nice view over the town. No one's nicked our stuff while we've been doing this, so that's good. Right, basically, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I mean, I don't know if we can really do a automatic landing this time, because
maximum flight altitude.
Yeah, we don't want to go any higher than that. So basically, we want to stay below 120 meters, which is what we're meant to be. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you, basically, that you can basically adjust the settings to get, you know, and the benefit on the Mini 1, you can only do it in all modes, but with the Mini 2 you can do it per mode. So your cine mode, your sport mode, your normal mode can all have a different boat's coming back in front of us now, so I wonder if we could pan back round. We'll have a look at the park area again in a second, but if we could sort of come down, maybe drop a camera down as we're doing. There's the boat. You go forward towards the boat and try and come down at the same time as coming across to the boat. So it's a sort of chasey sort of style of, you know, although I think the drone's too fast for the boat because it's overtaking the boat. I think when filming a Bond film or something, you'd probably be a bit more sort of, you probably have the right speed difference between the two different craft. So we haven't quite achieved what we'd like there. But yeah, let's see if we pan across again. Yeah, and I want to keep over the river because then, you know, we're sort of above people, and if it kind of fell out of the sky, not that it would do any harm to anyone, it's a Mavic Mini, but you know, then it would only hit, you know, the water. But I don't think we'd have any. Shall I go back up? Let's have a look around, see the sights of York. There's the train station over there. There's a nice railway museum next to it across the road, which is really good. Yeah, so Royal Mail sorting depot, that's your kind of thing. So you got everything in this little nice town or city. I'm not sure, quite sure. Nice train going across the bridge there. So yeah, so you know, basically I wanted to see if we could just get some cinema. I mean, this is the first like kind of weekend we've been allowed to go anywhere other than the park, so I wanted to basically try and get some nice views of York. Unfortunately, the sun, you know, it was boiling hot only a few days ago, and now it's basically gone really cold again, which is a real shame. So we've, you know, basically it's as soon as I had a chance to get out, it kind of, yeah, there's some nice green spaces in York. Yeah, it's as soon as I get a chance, it basically it changes the weather. So, but yeah, I mean, I think the windiness today is not helping with the horizon tilt. I don't think it's the drone. I'm pretty sure I have re-leveled the gimbal, so I don't think it's that. So I think that's all fine. So I'm almost certain that our issue is to do with the wind, really, and that you know, it should still be fine for the Mavic Mini to counter the wind. But yeah, I want to be a bit careful when bringing it back, because you do get people sort of walking along the waterfront here, and we don't want too many people to, you know, we don't want to get in anyone's way. Right, yeah, so I just want to make sure I know where I am. Okay, let's come back over to us. Okay, yep. Right, just want to make sure. There we go. Go building up there, so that's all good. So we're not far from us now. See exactly where we are. What I want to do is wait for a gap in the people, because I don't want to, like, if I can, I want to avoid, you know, the Mavic Mini getting too close to anyone. I'll bring it back in. I can see it in front of us. Just going to turn around. I'll probably put it back in normal mode now, and you'll see that the yawing and everything will just be completely, yeah, it'll be totally different, night and day. Now be careful, because what you don't want to do is go into that river, ideally. Right, so we've got a good break, actually. The good thing is I can fly it sort of, you know, I can see it very clearly now. So there's me with my hat cam on. Hello, Mavic. Right, well, they're not a Mavic anymore, it's DJI Mini 2, isn't it? I mean, I really like the Mavic name, so I think it's a bit of a shame, but basically, yeah, trying out my hat cam. No idea if you had a good view on the hat cam, but hopefully now you can have a good view. But hopefully, I mean, most of the fun was actually in the video, so yeah, just trying to make sure that gimbal's definitely level. So let's just pick the gimbal back up again. Yeah, I think it is level. Yeah, it is level. Right, so I'm going to bring it down to land. There we go. Hopefully, I haven't got my landing pad or anything. And the thing with these drones is they're quite sort of low profile. So, right, I'm going to turn off the recording. Yeah, they're quite low profile, so you have to be a bit careful when you bring them in for landing because, you know, if you haven't got a nice level flat surface, which mine's not too bad. It's kind of on a bit of a muddy, I don't know if you can see that, but based on a bit of a muddy sort of like area here, it's kind of not too bad. But you know, if you've got something like the Mavic Mini or DJI Mini 2 or whatever you want to, you know, refer to it as, Mavic Mini 2, who knows, you just got to be careful that you know, ideally you'd have a landing pad, but you know, we didn't want to carry too much with us today, so it actually works out better to just take off. And I didn't want to take off in the middle of the walkway there because obviously you can see people coming and going. So right, anyway, hopefully that was of use to you. If you know, those settings are of any use to you, you know, see if you can try them out, see if you can improve on them maybe, and put in the comments maybe what do you use. You know, I'd definitely like to hear from you about it. So I'm always trying to, you know, learn more about the cinematic side really. You know, and everything so far has been quite jerky movement. So, you know, thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, please like, and we'll see you again in the next one. Hopefully, might be a bit sunnier, but unfortunately, it's quite, you know, sort of, I don't know. It was lovely the other day, but now it's gone a bit rubbish again. So, but thanks very much for watching. I will see you again in the next one. Thanks very much.